Yeah, heavy bags don't hit back either. What great logic. So many stupid people. Kiddo, you don't even train. Stop it. Just go back to your bed. You don't even train martial arts. Why are you even talking? No, I don't handle stupidness from GMO babies. That's what I don't handle. You can go watch NPCs on TikTok. Fulfill your mind's desires there. Hello to your cousin Jenny. Yeah, because boxers don't know about conditioning. I'm over the age of 33, Mr. Andrew. Get out of your bed and do something with your life. Wash your face first, brush your teeth. Do 20 push-ups. Then you can talk. Boxers boxers can't even do fingertip push-ups. Only the elite. They do fingertip wrist push-ups. Boxers oh no, I'm not mad. I'm just honest, and you can actually be let go. Goodbye. Boxers don't know yeah, they don't have the conditioning. That's a different thing. At least the bare knuckle boxers back in the day, they did something for their hand, their wrist. But you guys have wraps and gloves and you still fracture your hands. That's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, Artur, exactly. The old school, the Soviets, they train those things. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of boxers, they don't train those things. They don't train their limbs of war. Not just the bones, but yes. No, Muay Thai doesn't do this. Maybe Hanuman or Muay Baran, but Muay Thai, no. Maybe you're mixing up with Silat. No, sand is way before this. Sand is when you're starting out your earth element. Yes, we know you are that. You notice how he's protecting the hand he seeks off with. I don't know what you're talking about. Speak, please, type normal. Use proper grammar. Don't be a GMO baby. The rice workouts is exactly what beginners can do without any medicine. You can use rice, black beans, any kind of beans. Any kind of beans you can use. That is the introductory stage of conditioning. Having a bucket of rice or beans and just striking through them. Or grabbing them as well. Using your hands to grab your fingers. If you start anything like this, please have the right method. Learn from somebody that's actually practicing. Don't just guesstimate. There's a lot of guesstimations in today's martial art world. No, Tibet doesn't have fighting monks, but I know what you mean. If I were to go somewhere, it would be to where my sifu is, which is in Taiwan. Joe Rogan's okay. You know, a figure of that stature, reputation wise, you're gonna have obviously controversy. But I always liked his podcast. He brought in interesting people. It's been proven not to work. Oh my goodness, you have another man as your username. That's actually embarrassing. Don't be GSP, be yourself, brother, please. Yes, because night shift, working from home, owning a business doesn't exist, Mr. Ghostman. I'm sorry, we live in an alternate universe. I got insecure? I didn't know that. If you have something to offer, please show where you trained. What is your lineage? Who is your sifu or your coach? Don't just talk. Actually type. Harder hit is one aspect. Sand training, what do you think the rock is? This is a granite block, actually. Okay? What do you think sand will do? I already did sand. Sand is what you do way before this. And before the sand, you need to do wood. Yes, and you're on my live. For what reason? Go watch an NPC. That about equals your IQ. This is a technique, it's called a hammer fist. And this is a knife hand. Sand is very basic. You can do brick knuckle push-ups for your knuckles. You can hit the makiwara for your knuckles. Thank you. No, there's no scar tissue. You don't want scar tissue. There's always healing. You need the medicine. You need the proper massage, the breathing, the qigong, the proper herbs. It's not just the bones or Wolf's Law, what people call Wolf's Law, right? That's just a very shallow understanding. We're not killing nerves. We're not creating a state of inflammation or chronic inflammation. Bone inflammation, none of that. There's always healing after this. Yes, Qigong. The majority of people that practice this, everyone has their own method. So when you see people in their knuckles, they have balls here, boils, some skin eruption, some scar tissue. That's an incorrect method. And you can see, you can go on YouTube right now, type in iron hand, iron fist, whatever. The hand has to be functional, so there's no arthritis if used properly. If using medicine and qigong, as I said before. No problem. How far am I? I'm pretty far. No, not elbows. Elbows, you can get bamboo. This is just a different complete philosophy. It's not just hardening of the hands. There's a lot more that goes into this. You can get, for example, 1 second, I'll show you. This is a bamboo bundle, yeah, strips of bamboo. I need to get a wire tie, zip tie, it broke here. But you can use your elbow here. Forearm. Here. Inside. That is already a good enough level. And your shins, of course. How many years to get the real skill, okay, to have something for life, even if you stop after a while and it is still recallable, you need to put in 5-6 years. I've been training Iron Fist for about 3 years now, going on 4. I didn't say it makes me better at fighting. That's your insecurity. You gotta work through that, kiddo. I'm sorry, I can't help you. You need to know how to fight already. I don't know why people get so insecure and bent out of shape. People come here and have their internal issues. I'm not a therapist. I'm very sorry. I can't give you advice. You need to seek therapy. Maybe you're a masochist or a narcissist. I don't know. You don't punch? Of course you can punch. You can punch with the hammer fist. You never seen a hammer fist attack, kiddo? Come on, man. You even watch MMA? Dude, you can hammer fist if somebody has a top man, you can hammer fist them from the bottom. You have a spinning back fist. But people need the spinning momentum for the power. If your back fist is already conditioned, you don't need that momentum. Professional fighters are only catching up to certain methods. Doesn't mean they can't fight, but how many tibula and fibula breaks have you seen for the shins? How many hand sprains, fractures, wrists, ligament tears? Please stop with your foolishness. Please learn to use awareness and perspective. I didn't break my knuckles. Sifu is exactly like a sensei. Sensei is Japanese, right? Sifu is Chinese. Sifu means either teacher or a father, actually. Because in ancient times, if you're accepted as an inner door student, you would actually live with the Sifu. Live with him. Okay, train, eat, drink tea. I have a whole channel, kiddo, where you can see my face. We're not on a date. I don't have to show you my face right now. Thank you. But rock, not hit back. It didn't answer your question because maybe you are a GMO baby and you're already suffering from cognitive issues. Pro fighters in Thailand, they condition themselves, right? This is my left hand, and I do both hands. Yeah, that's another skill. Go watch an NPC, bro. I don't know why you're on my live. Pro fighters don't do this because you need the method. You need a proper teacher. Yes, that's why they break their knuckles and fracture their wrists. A lot of GMO babies today. Well, it's Friday. TGIF. Hilarious. Your life is NPC. All that to type for nothing. Oh my god. Yeah, but trolls, they have internal issues. A lot don't know, maybe you have mother issue, daddy issue, you were abused when you were young. Seek therapy, please. This is not a therapy vlog. Seek therapy. No, I have no nonsense attitude. And I do joke around, but when people really get stupid and they don't even show that they train, where they train, how many years did they train, that's an embarrassment. Okay, let's go. No, I don't know. I don't follow streamers. I only go live to show my training and then I live my life. And then in between, people get offended and it's actually entertaining. Every week a new rock. Nope. Yeah, I'm destroying my hands. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. Where's the bruising? Where's the black and blue bruises? That's the real question. If I could do this, if I did this every day and I had the bruising, you would have a point. But just because you went to Thailand and learned the sport version of Muay Thai, right? Learn Muay Boran, learn Hanuman boxing. Go before that and you will find the conditioning. But you don't have any of that. Yeah, majority of you do have baby hands. You can't even use these bare knuckle. I started with Wing Chun, but I don't do it anymore. Use proper grammar. See? Straight fingers. Very limber. But the power's there. I broke mine trying that shit too hard. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it under proper guidance. Don't just do it because you saw somebody do it.
Fuck rap, I'm a street legend. Black love me with a deep reverence. I was birthed in a C-section. Helicopter police presence. We got ops, so we keep weapons. Yeah, y'all block while y'all eat breakfast. A lot of shots, we broke street records. Watch how you talk, I got reflexes. Watching your cheap necklace. Then we slide at the east exit. Every time we get the fucking niggas up, TMZ catch it. Y'all still learning street lessons. From the mastermind first, you master grind and your team catch it. This time it's for the money, I don't need credit. And I'm the guy cause the street said it. Look. Fuck rap, I'm a street legend. And I'm the guy cause the street said it. Black love me with a deep reverence. And I'm the guy cause the street said it. And I got pressure on me. 7 days a week is game 7 on me. Life and test jobs, you didn't do that, that's testimony. Giving them hell, but how in the hell I got all these blessings on me. Most of the girls I know addicted to social media. All the time they put in, they could've wrote encyclopedias. Mama said it only takes one time to fuck up your whole Wikipedia. And as your son, I can see the type of life that you see me in. After what happened in Nipsey, I reached out to Kendrick. There wasn't even no real issues there to begin with. Lack of communication and wrong information from people fueled by the ego. It's like mixing flames with diesel. Energy crazy, I realize that it's a two-way street. What's coming is going, if it don't give you more, it drains you. Should be a billionaire based on the time off I'm not taking. Probably why this shit with me get crazy and we lost a baby. And everybody around me think I'm the one, but we all just run once. And I'm walking out the crib, they ask me where I'm going. I told them I'm going on another 10-year run. Niggas is banging over blocks that they don't own, thinking that's home. Boy, you think that's where you from? You don't really know where you from. You don't know how deep your roots is and what your ancestors had done. So God bless all of the sons and daughters who knew their history, so they knew where to take it farther. And all the ones that stuck with me like good barbers, looking at my life story, God's a good author. Never was allowed us in a room, we move like ninjas. And if it costs you peace of mind, it might be too expensive. So I can give you everything that you want from me for free though. Get you one shot in life, you might not be able to reload. So advanced, I need all my advances. Bro hit me up for cash like we done had the same chances. My dad hit me up like, why I don't live in the mansion? I'm trying to focus, my baby girl keep holding my mind for ransom. And that ain't how it's supposed to be. This man home got to a beat, and his name shine too. I almost felt like it was me. Damn, I realized all my setbacks were inside of me. In high school, I learned chemistry, biology, but not how to cope with anxiety. Or how I could feel like I'm by myself on an island with depression on all sides of me. With a Glock 17 right on the side of me. Look, I ain't think I had the thought of suicide in me until life showed me all these different sides of me. Too many times I thought the Reaper was outside for me. And how the fuck is people that
Thank you.
never met me that hate me? I wonder if they understand that I meditate daily and feel like my life purpose is to give inspiration. Despite the hits
When you punch, if your hands are conditioned, you can hit with any knuckles. Don't stay in one place. Unless you're in your first year to 3 years, don't just copy what everyone says. I've practicing martial arts several years now. That is true. The biggest muscle is your mind. That's why you have a martial art in China called Xinyi or Shiniba. Heart and mind intent. No, not Eskrima. You're hard to take serious typing. Please. What an embarrassment as a man. I can't hold on to it correctly. What are you talking about? You already do that for yourself. I'm not trying to train for combat with a bow staff. I'm sorry you feel so inferior. I train people who want to be trained, who are actually seeking a skill. This is, first of all, a bow staff. Oak bow staff. Not the cheap, regular, I don't know what kind of wood, this kind of wood. This is that cheap bow staff wood that you see people use. It's very light. This is about 2-3 pounds. So when you're twisting and you're forcing, this is also working all here, forearm, wrist. Okay, and it's fun. It's always fun. Oh my gosh. Just for a register. You don't train, bro. Stop it. Just go back to bed. Go back to where it's safe. Yes, slippers. You can't even do that stuff with boxing shoes. Never forget that. People that say this is easy, please try it. Try to get jab cross hook. No, I think I'm myself. And you need to be embarrassed when you speak as a man and don't show anything for it. Oh my goodness. People that never trained actually talking. What a new world we live in. Everyone hating because everyone is living in a psyop and their brains are rotted. Alright, let's cool down. We're doing a cool down. And I guess the GMO babies are gonna get infuriated, which I love. Bring it on. How to be a man? First of all, you need to talk with proof. Are you actually doing something or are you just talking? That's what a woman does. A man stands on his word. If he says this is a crap technique, that means he can show me better. And if he can't, then stop talking. This is a baseball, by the way. Let's see the GMO babies pop out. Yeah, it keeps hitting me in my face. Spot on eye vision you have. My goodness, Justin, we're not here to give you a therapy session. Seek therapy, please. Mr. Duck, stop ducking the effort that you have to put in yourself. How did I set it up? Well, this is just a baseball. I drilled a hole through it. Okay, right here. Get a springy bungee cord. You don't want a rope. I used to have a rope and it's not the same. This one, it can bounce, see? Bounce and do all kinds of things. 360. A rope just goes, it swings. This one actually vibrates and bounces. And then I tie it up over the iron beam. You can do anyway. You can drill up into the studs, you know, into the wooden studs. Put a fixture there. This is something that you can even do in your apartment because it doesn't, you know, you're not hitting a heavy bag and there's vibrations. Okay, I had that in my condo when I lived in Toronto like 3 or 4 years ago. I just taped it to the trim on top of the door and just trained like that, bobbing, weaving, you know, rolling, accuracy. You'd be surprised, man. 1 week with this, how much your eyes, the eye-hand coordination and how good your eyes can fix on something that's moving, right? Because whenever you're fighting, everybody's doing this. No one's just standing like this and punching. Everybody's moving, faking, doing something. Boom, 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 boom. So you gotta be careful. You gotta really tune your eyes. Mr. Bo, you don't know. Go watch NPCs. Okay. Thank you for the likes, everybody. And this is way better, in my opinion, than the tennis ball with the hat. Much better, because the tennis ball is only here. Boom, here. It's only to the front and back, maybe a little to the side. This thing you can work everything. You can work your flying knee, high kicks, elbows, ducks, blocks. You can even, once you get a little better, do you go to a gym and fight? No, I already trained at the gym. That's how I learned to fight. Mr. Dove has never been punched in his face, it shows. But I already learned and I built my own gym. My mats, double end bag, cobra bag, bob, all kinds of heavy bags. I have my aqua bag. Okay? Once you learn how to fight, it's all you do is keep that fine tuning. Make sure your senses are tuned. That's it. And I just do this for fun. I know people come on here and they get offended because they have internal issues. As I always say, I'm not a therapist, guys. Go seek therapy. Like I was saying, you can train rolling. Okay, when you boxing, when you see somebody get punched sometimes, like Canelo, I'll give you one example. When Canelo gets punched sometimes, he's not getting punched. It looks like he's getting punched, but he's turning with the punch. Roberto Duran was a master of this. So you can actually train here too. Boom. Here, switch your angles. Boom. Just at that last moment. I have a beard, so I can feel the ball just right there. sometimes you don't know which way the ball's gonna go either. So it's not always the same. No, a beard doesn't protect your face. You can tell he's been at this. In a fight, if you block with your arms, you're gonna get them broken. That's why you need to condition your arms. You need to condition your limbs. That's exactly what I mean. When I train my hardening skill, people are like, "What are you? Why are you conditioning your forearms? What are you doing?" If your leg kick is stronger than a solid piece of wood, you can fracture my forearms for sure. But if not even close, you might actually hurt your shin. If your shin's not conditioned, no, a shin's not gonna break your forearm every time. As I said, you people don't understand. Oh my goodness. It's not even about the thickness. When you condition, when you say Shaolin, they do this, right? Boom, 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 right? Against somebody standing here. I've done that with big forearm bodybuilders, and I can feel their softness, and they have to quit before I do. And I don't even feel what their tissue is bringing. They're big, solid, you know? It's a different thing, man. When you train, and I'm hitting my bamboo hundreds of times, if your shin is not even close to the density of wood, you might injure your shin. Never mind my forearm. If you do a 3-point block, it won't break if you use the right part. Well, like I said, if the person's shin is really conditioned, you are in for trouble. And that's why I say the traditional, before Muay Thai, Muay Boran, Hanuman, they really emphasize that. You know, they really emphasize that hardcore old school conditioning, similar to Kung Fu, Shaolin, you know? Because in Shaolin you had monkey fist, or monkey style. Not what you see on YouTube. If you really want to see a real monkey Kung Fu master, look up Taiwan monkey master, Zhang Yushan. Okay? How are you defending with your elbow? What do you mean? I never mentioned that. But elbow you can defend, of course. You have a technique in monkey boxing called monkey wash his face here, and you see this in in you see it in MMA. Guys, they do this sometimes, right? They block. They have their head here like a triangle, because you can literally close it off like here. Boom. I can go 1, 2, 1, 2. I can go 1, 2. I can do many things. But if somebody hits your elbow with their fist, especially bare knuckle, big trouble, man. Yeah, cross block. I like this as well, the old school. You know, even this here, having this arm up here, boom, boom, boom. You see Teofimo use that. Again, people like, oh, this doesn't work. If you don't train it and you don't apply it and you don't have real sparring experience, yes, of course it will not work. But if you're actually understanding how fighting works, you can slip in packs out. You can even slip in a bongs out. Okay, you can do this. I don't know what the hell people. Planks are good, but again, you have levels of conditioning. Okay, you have, for example, the Shaolin Golden Belt. Go look that up. If you're in South Ontario, more than welcome. Yes, I'm bad physique. Terrible physique. Terrible. I don't care about physique. Can I perform? Are my limbs ready for war? That's what I care about. Can you do a flying knee? That's the real question. Don't bad physique. You might have a six-pack. You can't even do a flying kick, flying knee.
was my home, you know, and it always has been. It always will be. And I'm much more comfortable there than I think I am in Hollywood or New York. You know, when I go to Buffalo, it's really a time in my life where I can really just chill out.
We're cooling down. We're not training anymore. Doing qigong. Self-suck warm-up. No, this is a cool-down GMO, baby. Go watch NPCs. You have no idea what you're talking about, man. Thank you for the views and the likes, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Please work on yourselves first. Work your mind.